Hello, friends. Hello. As you can see, I am here in a very special setting. It's a little bit different from the studio that we have, but still, I believe it's going to be a very special show because for the first time, I have here a princess, the Princess of Kuwait, Sheikha Hassan Al Sabah. She's also a doctor, a businesswoman, the president of Arabic Business Council. And also, for the first time, I have two powerful women like Sheikha and the Queen of Success Resources, Veronica Tan. We always call the Queen, and always my dream was to bring the Queen and the Princess together. We met about a week ago, 10 days ago, in Georgia, because we were invited to the Business Investment Forum to speak. And I always get inspired when I see women like Veronica and the Princess. Then, of course, the question is, how can we share this message of these powerful women to a wider audience and with the whole world? Princess, we had yesterday a very interesting conversation in our studio, and now today we are so honored to have you as a guest at the Business Evening Club, where Success Resources has been supporting all these women who are kind of creating their own path and a new life direction for empowerment. And you are a woman that work a lot for women empowerment. What is your experience so far in London and so far for women that you have met, especially tonight?
Well, it's very happy to be here and to see Veronica, the Queen, and her staff are very powerful. I mean, CEO and the accountant, and it's wonderful to be a woman and to see success all around. Beautiful.
And it's great that success and women is connected together. So Success Resources seems like is tapping into the power of women in order to bring out some success. So this is how I got inspired from the words that I just heard from the Princess. What would be your definition of successful woman, Veronica?
I think, first of all, thank you, for being here, and it's an honor to have Sheikha here to be in Success Resources office. My definition of success in women is that, I think I said this many times, that don't be a woman that a man needs, but be a woman who, don't be a woman to need a man, but be a woman that a man needs. So, success comes in all form, and that, no one person can be alone to be successful. I always believe the men and the women need to work in tandem, in cooperation as a team to achieve success. You can't do without one another. For my own personal success, I said this again and again, that between my husband and I made him the head of the family, head of the business. I stay as the neck just to support him, which unknowingly you also know that the neck actually controls the head. So so we are a team. We cannot be alone to drive success, and we balance each other. So that's how I feel about women in business. Now, of course, for those who say, I don't have a man or don't have a partner, so what do I do? Then it's all about working with people. I think women are somehow made to be in a position that we are able to handle multiple things. We wear multiple hats. We can do many things at one time. And similarly, we can work with many people at one time, and different kind of people too. So whether it's men, women, young, old, we women are made in a way that if we know how to train and build that potential in us, we are able to work with all kinds of people, given any time, any situation.
And when you hear and meet women like this, how do you feel? Because I know you have been working in the field of empowering especially women in business and giving them a voice for a long time?
It feels really great when you see a success story and see that those women that I've worked with for the last 19 years are today women in business. It's very comforting and very satisfying the end of the day that the work that I have set, or the seed that it flourishes, and the women are in business and they are made in business societies around the Arab world, which they didn't have before. And today we see that they're coming into the Chamber of Commerce, they're heading their family corporations. So it's very satisfying at the end of the day.
And Veronica, in the same time, I've seen Success Resources has reached hundreds of countries. What is your opinion about the work that you have done, for example, in Arabic countries?
So far, of course, my exposure and experience working with women in Arabic countries is basically in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi. But of course, even in every country, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, or even in London, in people who come to our event, there are a lot of Arabic women too. My understanding is that more and more women are now on the search on finding out discovery of who they are, what they want to be. More and more Arabic women are also very open-minded to learning, to wanting to know more, wanting to be more, wanting to be better. So definitely there is a need that, women, whether in any part of the world, but especially maybe the Arabic country, that we were not very exposed to understand what Arabic women really do or are because of propaganda and things like that. I think that the more the need, Success Resources feels that I want to really penetrate into the Arabic country to help Arabic women to find more of themselves, who they are, what they want to be, who they can be. So definitely we plan to do that, and I know that for sure when I was in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai.
And we have here Sheikha Hassa, that is the president of the Council of Business Arabic Women. Now I know it's not a success overnight, but I'm aware about a lot of change that we have seen in women in many cultures. How much you have seen this change through your work in the Arabic culture?
There's a lot of change. Women today are financially independent, and especially in the Gulf countries, women have their own rights to their own money, especially their inheritance, and that enables them to follow their ideas or their enterprises or whatever businesses they're thinking of. The other thing that's very important is the fund that is available in the state of Kuwait for young entrepreneurs. They can take a loan from 1 KD to $1 million. And this helps them a lot to set up their companies. The other factor is that the government is pushing all the young entrepreneurs, graduates, to go into the private sector. No more civil servants, because saturated government positions. So the young ones are going into even becoming chefs, which before in Kuwait you could not see a girl being a chef. But we have girls now being a chef, being waitresses. And this is very important to know. They started believing in themselves, breaking the barriers that used to be customs in the society, in the Arabic society. Today, the Gulf women and the Arabic women, the other, are working in all fields. There's nothing said, this cannot be. She is now like, even in military ranks, she has the military rank today in the Gulf and in other countries. So it's very nice to see that change, and also our governments are helping the women. I mean, education. Kuwait has risen by education. The woman has been able to succeed by education and the training and the support from her husband or her father or her brother. There always has to be a support, a manly support. And this makes her even much stronger to go into the society, because the man is defending her to succeed, which allows and breaks the barriers in our cultures.
Powerful, and I'm so glad to hear that, especially when you get the support of different institutions. So it's good that it's not only Success Resources doing a lot of work around the world, but I think as individuals we also impact and influence our institutions to give that support, especially in the era where women are realizing they have much power. Now, I know you are a role model. Everybody that knows you, they not only like you, but they are learning so much from you. What would be your message to women, not only Arabic women, but women of the world, to all global women who want to embrace change and who wants to connect with each other and want to achieve a lot of potential in their life?
I will tell women that first you need to be aware of yourself, who you are, what's your makeup all about, and then you must believe in yourself, right? Now, once you believe in yourself, you work on your confidence, and then with your confidence, you can now then find a support system. It's always, women also have always these challenges of trying to do it alone, so we need to find a very good support system, whether it's your family members or whether it's your peers that you can rely upon to help you. And the last thing is to be very open-minded, that always be learning and never stop learning. There's so much things to learn these days. Information is accessible through technology, through live seminar, through the people that you are surrounding yourself with. So be open-minded and listen and learn and empower yourself.
I love that. Empower yourself. And Sheikha Hassan, what would be your message to all women who are following your work, but also global women who will be part of this movement to empower themselves?
As Veronica said, yeah, you have to believe in yourself and believe in your goal. And there are times when, even myself, there are times when I say I'm tired. I kept thinking of my father, that continue, you have to believe in yourself and believe that you're going to succeed. And it needs a support. I mean, what I have to say is, unfortunately, women to women are the worst enemies. And and that's what happens, the failure between...
You have a great example now here.
Yeah, I mean, we support each other. Every word she said is very true, because she's been there, she's touched the woman. And for me, being the president for 19 years, I've seen a lot of women, I've seen a lot of success, but also I've seen stories about one woman that I keep on talking about. She was illiterate, Syrian girl with no money, and completely, all she did, she had enough money to buy one cow. And then she grazed the cow and she bought a bull. And then she had another cow. And then she supported her family and her brothers. And now she's become a rich young girl with a farm, with a cheese factory. And it all started when she believed in herself that she could do it. And this is my success story that I could talk about. And also about the Kuwaiti women who succeeded in their work. They are also young. And sometimes I have a gallery where they come and use the gallery to expose their works. And this is very fruitful, very comforting for me as a president to see that success.
These words really give much hope to, and hope something that it's so important, especially for us, that we are building this road, and I always say, we don't come from a past that is given to us a map how to walk in this road, so we are building it together. So do you have any plan to extend your work beyond Arabic countries? Because I always believe, for example, we run these events for women, but we always need to involve men as well in our debates and in our discussions. Do you have a plan, and do you think that it would be useful to extend your work beyond Arabic Council business women, and probably invite other women to be part of this, and how Arabic culture can connect with more cultures around the world so we can understand each other much better?
That's very true. I mean, we have in 2013 established the Council for African Businesswomen. And I had the chance to go to South Africa, and this summer I was in the Ivory Coast, and next year going to Mali and Senegal, Gabon, and we are doing this joint ventures between the Arab and the African women in small and medium enterprises. And of course, I attend a lot of international conferences like the one in Georgia where we met. And this gives me a chance also to talk about my council and also to join forces with other women from in other factors or sections in life. And it's very important to meet and to be open to new ideas. It's very, very important to learn and to be accessible to other factors. I mean, we're looking into Africa now. We're looking into, we have done MOUs with Armenia, with Georgia, we did with Abidjan, and all the success stories come to the council, and it's very important that the council to be known internationally.
That's amazing. Veronica Tan, thank you very much for hosting the Global Woman event in your beautiful office, and your amazing team, always supportive, and for making this happen. So everything happens for a reason. You don't happen to meet the queen and the princess in the same time and to bring them in the show. So Sheikha, thank you very much for all the great work that you have been doing and for everything you do to empower women. And thank you for your time. And I can't wait, Global Woman, to come and listen to more speeches that you'll deliver and messages that the world needs. Thank you very much for following us, and I hope you enjoyed this conversation with two powerful, inspirational women. We'll come more with more shows and more women who will share the message with you.